Welcome to another episode of Ruff Talk VR, a weekly podcast with in-depth game reviews, exclusive developer interviews, and the latest MetaQuest and virtual reality news. We join our hosts, the father-son team of D. Scruffles and Stratus today, as they spend another episode breaking down and discussing the world of virtual reality.
Hey, welcome to this episode of Ruff Talk VR, coming at you with a rare Saturday recording. Of course, for you all, this is dropping on the same time, but
I may or may not be a floating head.
yes, we'll see how the keying out goes, because you got the nice blue on. Although I have some tricks. Remember, I wore a green shirt before, and I got some tricks in my day. It just takes a little longer. We'll say that.
We'll see what happens.
But it's a rare Saturday recording, so unfortunately, no community hangout this week, and we're only doing it on Saturday because tomorrow's the last day of the biggie. You're working it, so
Open or close, yeah.
Yeah, so you stopped here right after work. If you can tell by your nice dress shirt, you came right from the museum, and we're just squeezing this in. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 30, 45 minute, an hour tops. We're going to try to not.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be as
if we see
as I want to be.
If we see you just get up and leave, that means we went over time. You know, I think you got to stop at a mechanic store after too. So
yeah,
an auto body store. You got some oil issues you got to deal with.
Yeah.
So we're squeezing in though. Never missed a week. Don't plan on it. We were even talking about maybe doing a remote, and I was like, you have so much shit in your house right now with the Big E.
Just would have.
It would probably be harder
and I had
to get to the computer
anyways, because I need the freaking cloud lift.
Yeah, it would have been more difficult to do remote than just squeeze this in on your way home, right? So here we are, we're getting it in, and if it seems like we're speed running the news or anything, we kind of are. We gotta get your ass home. You got a big day tomorrow. And if anybody's in the New England area, it's gonna be done by the time this drops. So
yep.
If you're in the New England area, I hope you were able to check out the Big E. And next year, I'm sure you guys will be there again.
Hope so.
Check out the Massachusetts building, or just check out Simply Diplicious for the U.S. one, not the fake Canadian one that stole your name. That's a different conversation.
Dirtbags.
Simply Diplicious. Such a good name. Nice little pun in there, But anyway, loaded news week, and as well some other things to plug as well. Like I have to say, for one, if you didn't know this yet, because some people I talked about in the Discord and they actually said they didn't know yet, and I feel like I'm a little annoying with it, if anything, so I guess I got to keep talking about it. We do have a discount code for MetaQuest games and MetaQuest hardware if you buy it through the store, including Ray-Bans and stuff like that, where you can save 10% off any game or app on the MetaQuest store, or a Quest 3, the Meta Ray-Bans if you buy them through meta.com, by using code word Ruff Talk VR at checkout, all one word. Save 10%, and it helps support the show as well, too. Pretty cool stuff. And then, as well, we have two big events coming up through the end of the year with some news to talk about on this one as well. We have our Ruffathon event, Saturday, November 1st. We're going to be doing it, what we'll say is an all-day stream. We won't announce the end time, but today we're going to be announcing the start time of it. And next week, we're going to be announcing some fundraising goals for it as well, but it's called a Ruffathon. It's like a telethon, but with live streaming for YouTube. We're going to be streaming all day with developer interviews, community hangouts, gameplay sessions, hanging out with the community, Q&As. We're going to do our news episode live. So the day is going to go fast. And the point of it is to help raise money for our upcoming studio that we're building in my garage. It's in the works now. We're working on it every week. Obviously, we can't do stuff this week, but the studio's happening no matter what. We're moving the studio from my room here into my garage, and we're completely remodeling it. Insulation, walls, ceiling, floor, you name it. The actual studio structure itself, new equipment, furnishing, HVAC, you name it. It's a big project, and the Ruffathon, we're hoping alleviates that nut a little bit. And I'm excited to announce, after much debate, we're ready to announce the start time of it. It's going to be starting at 9 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday, November 1st. Stay tuned for more details like schedule, outline, what developers and studios will be participating, sponsors, all that stuff. And if you're interested in sponsoring, fill out the link in our show notes as well. And then next week, we're going to be announcing some fundraising goals for it as well, too. Which, like we say, if we raise $1, if we pass all of the goals, the studio's happening no matter what. So hopefully you all can support and help us get one step closer to the dream of, full-time podcasters. And a studio is a big milestone along that way. After 4.5 years, I think it's long overdue. And now, as well, on December 13th, Saturday, December 13th, we're going to be doing our second Ruff Talk VR gaming showcase of the year. And if you're a studio, you're a developer, you have a trailer, an update, a major beat you want to show off with a new trailer, participation is 100% free. Of course, we do have sponsorship slots as well that are optional, but again, we're just here to show off the hardworking devs in the interview. So you can fill out the link in our show notes if you're interested in participating or sponsoring in either event, and stay tuned for those. So cool stuff. As you can tell, I'm speed running it all. But we do have some fun stuff on the list of news, and I was so surprised you didn't grab this one. I sent you the list of the news. Usually we go 1-1, ping pong style. I pick one, you pick one. I told you just pick your half at work, and I was assuming this one was going to be gone, so I was real excited that you left it for me. Thank you as well. I'm surprised you didn't take it because I think it's your most anticipated game of the year. We're talking Forefront from Triangle Factory, developers of Breachers. It's not their first game as well. Like I said, Breachers, they have other games as well, and every game they drop, Hyper Dash, every game they put out is money. And Forefront is a Battlefield style first-person shooter. We've done a few of the closed betas that you joined by joining their Discord, and they ran it for a weekend. It's a 32-player first-person shooter. There's going to be multiple maps. I don't know if multiple game modes. I assume multiple game modes. There's vehicles in it already. There's more vehicles to come. Bunch of weapons. It's a phenomenal game, even just from the closed beta. And they announced that next month, they're going to be running an upcoming open beta that's going to support Quest 3, Quest 2, and Steam VR. So this is going to be a huge open beta. More details how to join the beta are going to become available soon. I'm going to assume you join their Discord again, but that's just me speculating. And then while the beta won't include Pico, the full launch will also have Pico. So I assume this is going to be a massive release this year. Early access is going to come, quote unquote, later this fall on Quest, Steam, and Pico, with a full launch coming in 2026. And check this. Breachers, one of the best first-person shooters, like I said, in VR, from the same studio, they announced that the price of Breachers has dropped from $29.99 to $19.99. Probably in anticipation of this now becoming their main supported shooter, right?
Well, yeah, it's going to be more than $19.99. So
I think we're going to see $29.99 for the full launch price of this. We'll see though.
I was hammering on the 39. I think the last time we talked about, I was cool with the 29. That's probably what they're going to do based on Breachers.
And 32 players to fill the servers and stuff like that.
This is a lot more freaking game, dude. And again, we only saw a little, Yep,
yeah, we both did the same.
Little snack. Just a little wet your whistle. I'm almost wanting, I might avoid the open beta.
Oh, I can't. I'm like a crack fiend. I'm itching out.
I know.
I'm like,
dude, trust me.
When they closed, over here.
When they closed the weekends ones, I was just.
You messaged me on Monday going, is it still open?
I check even when they say it's not open, I still check.
I know. You get me to do it too.
I don't care. Someday I'm going to go in there. It's going to work, right? Mm-hmm. No, I want it. I want it in the wild at this point. But yeah. I get, let them stress test. I'm going to play it. It's not, I'm not going to be able to know it's available.
Also, answering my question on game modes, they say this open beta is going to have a new map in comparison to the closed beta, a new game mode, more vehicles, and more weapons and gadgets. So they're cooking.
Yeah, each thing they make, they got to test it.
Yeah. What a great way to do it, because, I'm sold.
Testers they would need internally is just gross.
Battlefield did the same thing with a free open beta, right? Where they just let you in. And what better marketing for your game? If it's a good game.
I sent you the stats on that too. It was stupid.
Let people play a weekend, take it away, and watch them itch at the skin for more. So I think that this is going to be a home run.
This is the closest we're going to get to Battlefield.
Absolutely.
In VR and standalone. So.
And the open beta, by the way, is going to run October 9th to October 20th. So more than just a weekend like they've done before. That's exciting stuff.
Okay. Well, I could certainly talk for an hour just on Forefront, but I'll mosey along.
It's hard for me to let it go too.
Yeah, whatever.
We're fighting our urges here, man.
So this is exciting and I love seeing that. Boy, oh boy, we're covering a lot more PSVR stuff than we ever have.
This has me sold though. I'm grabbing one in November now after this one.
Especially if you go back 4 years and We're almost 5 years, and it's like the subject never even came up. It like never came out of your mouth.
Now we talk about it every week.
No, yeah. I don't think PSVR2 was in the wild yet.
No.
4.5 years ago. But we certainly weren't talking about PSVR1.
Some weeks it's almost like there's more PSVR2 games. We talked about that.
One of the reads, I was like, damn, is it good to see it happening? But that's good because that's a good sign. And that's, I just put it out there constantly because it's a positive sign, not a negative. And some people like to focus on like the ever,
doom and gloom.
VR world is crushing. But with that said, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is getting ready to drop into the laps of PS5 users around the holidays this December. And then there will be a free, which makes sense, you own it, but a free PSVR2 update sometime in 2026.
Massive.
It is going to arrive December 8th on PlayStation 5.
Wow.
So I kind of wanted a place to, we're pretty much on the same, we already know it's going to happen, but damn, dude, I own it on Xbox. I own it on
PCVR, which our computers can run it on PCVR.
I'll say PC because it is, it just happens to be PCVR compatible.
Mm-hmm. And you will take advantage. You do take advantage of that too.
I can run that bad boy on Ultimate.
Which
Not saying it's 100% smooth as shit, but hello.
Thank you to the Ruff Talk VR community for their support and getting us those computers as well too, and Spoon and
the fact I was in a Boeing 747 and I stuck my head out the window. I was like, whoa.
Well, now you have
can't do that.
You have the HOTAS stick now too.
Yeah.
And as a sign of the times, you accidentally, you ordered the correct one, but they accidentally sent you a PS5 version of one.
No, they sent me a PS3.
Oh, that's even worse.
It was you took a double insult?
I was going to say, because then you could have it would have been like, oh, you could have kept it, but yeah, never mind. Scratch what I just said.
My first ever HOTAS. I've got a current flight stick upstairs.
But not a HOTAS.
And this one has the thruster, and it was Xbox and PC compatible, so you just flick a switch.
Well, now you're going to need a PS4 one, or a PS5 one.
Bottom of the line.
But you have it.
If one of their good products took a shit, that's what I bought. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm been a little disappointed in just the process of getting it in my hands.
You said it's not configured. You got to configure it in your system.
Yeah, you plug that thing in.
You think Xbox, it would come ready to go for the #1 flight simulator in the world?
Open up your airplane you're comfortable with. Throw that thruster forward because it's got the thruster control on the left hand.
Dude, I've seen
and freaking plane goes shooting backwards. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? I go online. I'm like, oh, this isn't configured. You have to change.
I could understand if it wasn't configured for
I mean,
Uncle Bob's flight simulator, but this is Microsoft Flight Simulator, the #1.
They do give you there's some basic configs that are, but it's for entry level, it's nice, but I'm really eyeballing. There's I hate to even say this shit. It's like $300-400, but it's got the much better stick, more access.
Find out it comes pre-configured.
It probably comes giving a little back rubs. And it's got the much nicer thruster control, and it's got the foot pedals. At that point, I would either modify my Roto VR chair.
Oh, this with a Roto VR chair and PCVR is probably insane.
Till they release something, I can't say it's real. There's always rumor that they were going to be working on specific, and even up to in driving sims and flight sims.
It's also funny for me to say that this is selling me on a PSVR2 when, again, we have it on PCVR.
Dude, I have to.
But just to see it on this PSVR2 with the PS5 Pro,
and not for
I'm
nothing,
sold.
It's going to run good on the
console,
on the PlayStation. So there's no reason it's not going to look good on the...
I also have to eat my words because we had heard the rumor of it coming to PlayStation last week, and we were talking off air, and you're like, does this mean it's going to come to PSVR 2? And I was like, no way. They're not going to have access to the Microsoft Cloud, so you just don't even anticipate it. And so I had to send you the pictures right away.
What I want to do is next week, I want you to pull a news story that says, hey,
Gran Turismo's coming.
Xbox owners, Gran Turismo's coming.
That's my thought, is they have to be doing a trade, right?
This is a Microsoft branded product.
Huge props to Microsoft for this. But Microsoft hardware is getting crazy priced.
This is a good sign.
Microsoft's dropping a handheld system for their Xbox that's going to be well over $1,000. They're kind of hitting the pipe with their hardware prices recently, but
Still holding out on that next one being compatible with standalone.
I think I've said that since the Quest partnership was first announced, that Meta and that's the end goal, right? Is
in this current little bubble.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That bubble can change.
I think the next Xbox system will have a Quest compatibility. It's just too much of a no-brainer to me. Especially if there's going to be Steam access on your Xbox, like rumored, then you could play PCVR titles, right? So, but this is really cool to see. Huge. I love to see this collaboration from Sony and Microsoft these days. What a changing of the times.
Money. But do you know the money
they're going to sell so much?
People would pay for Gran Turismo 7?
You mean you?
Well, yeah.
when you say Xbox people, you mean you.
Me.
But many others. They would sell so much money.
Microsoft Flight's not cheap either on any platform. So
well, and it says on here, I think like the deluxe and ultimate editions get it a couple days early. Access to it.
Yeah, but those are always crazy expensive. Yeah. Those are great to grab like 2 years later.
Well, don't they sell like the individual like aircrafts as bonuses, DLCs and stuff too? Like, can't you spend a lot of money on it?
Yeah.
Like if you were to try to buy every vehicle.
Oh, it'd be cheaper to buy a plane.
They're going to sell millions of dollars by bringing this to the PlayStation, in my opinion. This is going to be huge.
I haven't seen a lot of shit to buy in the newest one, though.
Okay, I was thinking, I just know from past editions.
I've been playing it on flat screen, not PC. PC, it might be a totally different animal with that. But what's cool is you can convert your other version, all your planes and shit, into this version. It'll even tell you when you load in a lot, like, hey.
There's two games I've seen you play my whole life that you've gone crazy for. And that's Microsoft Flight Sim. And that's also, I mean, I've seen you play that since I think the 90s.
Dude, since it was literally garbage.
Pixelated.
Yeah, it was pretty crappy.
I remember going in there and just nosedive into the ground. And you'd be like, hey, I'm like, dude, I'm 3, you know? And then, so Microsoft Flight Sim and Gran Turismo 7 or Gran Turismo series have always been your favorites.
Gran Turismo was great.
Dude, 3 games.
I used to call out of work for that game.
3 games sell me on a PSVR2. Really. It's No Man's Sky,
100%.
Gran Turismo, and now having Microsoft Flight Sim on there. Sorry, even though we can get it on, we have it on PCVR, we can play it.
It's not worth it. It's not, fuck that.
You're a console guy with that stuff.
Dude, the amount of tweaking you got to do to like legitimately make it run good on PCVR.
Well, we haven't had trouble.
No Man's Sky?
No. I'm talking about Microsoft Flight Sim. Like you had no trouble with them. You're talking No Man's Sky right now.
I heard No Man's Sky. Okay, I was like, fuck that.
No Man's Sky and PCVR is a myth to me. It doesn't even exist.
No Man's Sky, Gran Turismo.
Can't get that shit to run for my life.
Already had me convinced. This is just a cherry on top.
It's like, even though we have this one PCVR and it runs, I just got to support it. Like, I'm so sold now. And I almost bought... when I heard this, I was like, that's it. I'm buying one this day. Let me hit up my boy Affirm or Klarna, see if either of them can do something through GameStop. And then somebody's like, whoa. Black Friday is a month away, buddy. Why don't you wait for that? And I was like, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Let me wait for that. Because oftentimes Sony does do stuff there. So I instantly thought of you. I sent you the picture of this right away. And I was like, eating my words. You were right. It's coming to PSVR2. No fucking way. So don't be surprised if the year ends and your boys are talking about some PSVR2 stuff as well.
Well, what's going to be cool is when there's like a hard crossover where it's a release and we can actually try it on.
That's a big part of it. Try it on PCVR, try it on PlayStation VR2, and on MetaQuest. MetaQuest is always my go-to.
I keep arguing the window of all of them. It's getting so smaller. The cases where you're going to see huge differences just because it's PCVR, it's going to probably...
I'm going to mention Avalanche later, the rumored cloud streaming service from Meta that's been rumored for fucking feels like 3 years now. I almost wonder if it hasn't dropped because either they're waiting for a partnership with Microsoft Cloud servers or if because they have a headset in the works that can run PC VR games. I don't know. I'm just guessing, right? Like, it just feels weird we haven't seen it yet. But no, I was so excited for you with this one. And then my next one, a game that we've been talking about a lot off air about wanting to hop in because we've been doing Walkabout Mini Golf closest putt mode every day of the Big E for you because we can really only play together like 20, 30 minutes. And Walkabout Mini Golf's closest putt mode is like a 10-minute session for us, and it is a 10 out of 10 fun. It's made me such a better Walkabout Mini Golf player. It's wicked competitive between me and you. We're having so much fun. We play Walkabout all the time. But there's another golf game on the MetaQuest, an OG, that we're huge fans of. We're fans of the studio, everything about it, and that's Golf Plus.
That's your real golf game.
Yes, that is a golf simulator. Like, it's a golf game as well, don't get me wrong, but if you're a golf fan and you want to practice your swing at home, you want to play golf at home, it's a golf simulator. And Golf Plus has done a great job with official, PGA course, official licensed courses. And they're announcing a Ryder Cup theme course, the Bethpage Black, which, to non-golf fans really means nothing. But if you're a golf fan, these courses these are courses, you say it all the time, you're never going to be able to play at these for most people. But I mean, that's a point you've made a whole bunch. It's like most people will never get the opportunity to play at these officially licensed courses, let alone at their own leisure.
And even if you can, unless you're real confident, these courses from seeing them on TV and shit. It's like, it's like meeting it sounds stupid, like it's a golf course, but you could put it up there with like meeting a celebrity. Like,
for like a golf fan, like, yeah,
dude,
I mean,
it's
no question.
You've seen this shit for years and you've seen,
And we talked about this, I think, the other week. You know how it goes with, like, if you're taking a long time at a course, and especially a course like this, like a professional course, like, God, no.
You're going to get an oxygen tank swung at you.
You don't need to go look for your ball in the sand or the water after you knock it in there, like, you don't have to deal with somebody edging you on from the back, like, come on, man. Like, this is, like, huge for golf fans who will never get to experience these courses in real life. So, Bethpage Black is coming to Golf Plus. And, like, dude, huge props to them. Golf Plus is a $30 game, but it's also...
I see you, Reggie, trying to drink my coffee. Dog slickster.
But check this with Golf Plus. It's a $30 game, which, I mean, you think of how much a golf session costs.
Cheaper than a box of golf balls.
So, yeah, and it's cheaper than one round of golf. And it comes with 3 courses, but you can also get a course by leaving a review and confirming it with them as well. But check this number at this point. Look how far they've come. They have 39 paid DLCs, or you can get access to them all for $10 a month with their Golf Plus pass, which is like a great deal if you're a golf fan.
It's...
I can't...
what hurts them in that deal is it's like too many courses for $10. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, 39, to play 39, 18 hole, like legit.
And if you're not a golf fan, you might go 3 courses for $30. Like, that's not, but like, dude, for a golf fan, if you're a fan of golf, you'll understand it. This is nothing. Dog just knocked the camera. So if you saw an edit there, that was Reggie was like, oh, you guys are trying to record fast today? Watch this. Hold my water. He's coming out. You're just giving him your water at this point. I think that's what he was knocking it over for. I think that he was just like, dude, give me your water.
Give me your water.
But yeah, anybody that's a golf...
Agua.
If you're not a golf fan, you might like look at those prices and be like, $30, 3 courses, $10. But like any golf fan is going to understand that is a bargain, especially for a really true-to-life simulator like Golf Plus is.
Well, what I want to do, someday we'll prove this. It's going to take a little bit, but I want to arrange to play one of these real-life courses. But prior to that,
practice,
only going to play that course like every single, let's say if I knew, okay, you're going to play that course in a month. Every single day I'm playing that course. Guaranteed minimally once a day.
Dude.
Until I can then a month later go to that course. Not that I'm a good golfer.
No, but I bet you would do better than if you didn't at all.
That's what I'm kind of curious about.
Yeah. I'm not saying I would do good.
No,
but I would do better than if I hadn't. 100%.
I am not a good golfer.
I remember when they were Top Golf with Pro Putt. They had no license courses, no PGA partnership. Oh, how far they've come. Just please bring back the physical visual pop-up. The POW sign, the comic book POW when you whack someone. That's my only request.
Some people don't remember how that works.
Somebody came in our Discord and was like, I can tell you guys don't play the game anymore. And I felt bad because I kind of laughed at him a bit, and then he left our Discord. I was like, maybe I was a little mean there. I probably shouldn't have been like that, but like, don't insult me like that either, because there's a sound, I guess, when you whack people, but that's not the visual pop-up I'm talking about, baby. I'm talking about the comic book POW. What a good time. I could talk this. Each one of these first ones, it could have been an hour, so I feel bad speedrunning them. It can't just be an easy news episode. Yeah, he just drank half your water and left.
He was going for that coffee at first, though. I think that he went for the coffee to he's older, so he's not as slick, but he went for my coffee to distract me because he really wanted the water, but he had to walk all over the backpack to get to it.
Let me go get him back over here.
OMD. Just want to make sure the little guy's all right. Everybody loves Reg, man.
Yeah, man, he's a celebrity. We had a long day today.
He's actually Reggie's confused because I'm here today.
Yeah,
he actually knows when I'm coming, and so he was like, "What the hell are you doing here today, sir?" So on June 25th, 2025, which is kind of a cool date to announce it, Gran Turismo, it was announced that they hit 100 million sales. So because of that,
and that's just on Sony. Imagine if they were on Xbox too.
to celebrate this achievement, they are going to release an upcoming update 1.64, also known as Spec 3 update. It's going to come out this December. It is being known as its like biggest freaking update yet.
And they've had so many
what's
updates.
Weird is it should say ever.
But they say yet, which means they have other shit in the worst dog.
Yeah, so that I thought, and it's in quotes, so that's specific. Who wrote the article? Just so I can.
Our boy Henry, one of the best editors,
Stockdale.
one of the best journalists in VR. Nick Sutrich, and David Heaney are the best in the industry, if you ask me.
So he's probably already played this. He's not saying it. So there's going to be some new. I'll kind of bullet point it down. Going to be some new tracks. Some that if you're into the racing circuit, you'll certainly appreciate. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I'll just point that one out. 8 new cars alongside Dunlop tires. The collector's level cap is being increased. You know what this all means to me?
Well, hopefully in November that changes. Hopefully in November that changes.
This is just, rib shot, uppercut, body blow. And there's also going to be a new opening movie for people who aren't just rapidly pressing the button to skip through shit. They're promising improvements for their online races, which again, I couldn't speak on intelligently.
Oh, I could see you becoming hooked on online racing in VR though.
I'm going to race Henry, man.
This is the number one game I feel bad that we don't play, we don't have for you.
Betting you, Henry.
The fact that Gran Turismo 7 has existed in VR for so many years and we don't it's a tragedy to me.
What does it cost? What does Gran Turismo 7 cost?
Do
you know, for a second, I thought it brought me to the Meta store, and I was like, holy shit.
$70, but I mean, that's consistent with
4.37 with 43,000 ratings.
Dude, imagine how much money they would make if they brought it to Xbox as well.
100 million.
And PC.
Or they'd sell 100 million.
And PC, they would. I hope that this is a trade going on between Microsoft Flight Sim and Gran Turismo 7.
I thought somewhere in the history of Sony's life that someone from the company had said that they'll never.
Well, Microsoft probably would have said the same thing.
But that might have been an old wives' tale,
Yeah, and the changing of the times.
They'll never.
This is one of Sony's best IPs.
Pull a Vince McMahon and buy Sony. That's the only. You can't get it. You can buy it. You can get it real quick. No, this is good. It just sucks that I'm not in it to be able to really celebrate it. I will be the 101 millionth sale to Gran Turismo 7. No, that's cool that they're doing this. I feel like regardless of how much it sold, they were doing this anyways. But it works out good, especially if it was revealed in June.
100 millions. That's
it took how greedy are you to be if we sell 100 million, we'll do a good update. When they've done a shit ton of great updates, they just did a really good update.
And when they say 100 million sales, I wonder if that means that they've sold $100 million worth of units, or if they've sold 100 million units. I could see it both ways.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, right. I mean, but if they've sold 100 million units, you do the math at $70 a pop.
Well, and even if it's just 100 million in sales,
it's $100 million.
That is
buckaroos, baby.
Dude, the interest on that is disgustingly good.
At least there's going to be a Gran Turismo 8. But they've kept so many updates in here. Dude, they have a Toyota RAV4.
So right, the day before this news article came out, update 1.63.
I drive a RAV4.
I say that. 1.63 came out, which brought them 5 new cars.
Yeah, a RAV4 as well.
5 new events.
So
alongside the Bolivia curation and scapes.
And if this one's going to be their biggest update yet, that means it's going to bring even more shit than that. So it's coming in December.
We're getting close, Gran
Hopefully we have this by the time this update drops, right? You do the math. So
I hope I get it, and it's all that fun
if
novelty
anybody has a Sony connection,
gone,
anybody has a Sony connection, hit your boys up. I probably shouldn't say we're getting it, like, hopefully in November, Black Friday. Why would we send you shit? You're going to buy it anyway, no motherfucker. But, you know, maybe the times change. Maybe our, you know.
I'll take a sponsored one.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. So, as you can tell, we're going a little bit faster, but that doesn't mean we can miss what is one of my favorite parts of the show, and that's giving a shout out to our Patreon supporters on our on-air shout out tier. We have, as always, a lot of familiar names here, a lot of continued shout outs. We have a huge shout out to Asim, Amelia, one of the mods in our Discord, awesome supporter of the show. Asim, Amelia, Carson, Esper, Mike, Jake, Crispy, Shoes, Tom, and Chris. Thank you all for your continued support week after week, month after month. Also, thank you to you, the listener, who tunes in episode after episode, or even just the occasional episode. Also, if you're not yet, definitely going to want to check out the Ruff Talk VR Discord server, one of the most lively VR communities that I know of personally. I'm a little biased, but we're incredibly non-toxic. A lot of fun in there, a lot of great discussion. So if you haven't yet, definitely join the Ruff Talk VR Discord server. You know, talk VR, food, music, life stuff, just whatever, movies, what book clubs, whatever you want to talk about, we'll probably talk about it there. So check out the Ruff Talk VR Discord as well. If you want to join that list of esteemed listeners, visit the Patreon link in our show notes. And like I plugged earlier this episode, stay tuned for our Ruffathon on November 1st. If you want to help the reality of building a podcast studio become a little bit easier for us, you can support us there. And like I said, we'll be announcing our fundraising tiers and the developers involved in the schedule and all that very shortly. And stay tuned for our Ruff Talk VR Gaming Showcase December 13th. And don't forget, like I said at the start too, you can save 10% off any app or game on the MetaQuest store by using code word Ruff Talk VR, all one word. Woo woo! Stay tuned. And dude, I mentioned it on X, formerly known as Twitter, last week. What a powerhouse Massachusetts is for podcasting. Because we have me and you in Massachusetts. We have Samson in Massachusetts from Let's Talk Oculus. And then there's Brian from Without Parole, PSVR2, or PSVR Without Parole in Massachusetts. Then I saw Mighty Coconut responding to it, you know, making notes. And I'm like, that's why you got to come to PAX East, baby. So we get Mighty Coconut at PAX East next year. You know my ass is there.
Yeah, I saw their response. I don't believe them. And
you're just saying that to get them there.
Why do they need to, though? You know what I'm saying? It's like for them to I get
see
it.
Boys.
So we're going to spend $100,000.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But
to sell a product that sells itself.
Them demoing.
I know, dude. It makes sense.
They would crush it.
If I were Lucas, I'd blow my gourd if someone came in my office and was like, yo, we want to spend $100,000 for what? To market our game. For what? Because people don't do it in New England, which is true. It's all true. But I'd be like,
well, that's why we get a meta-sponsored booth.
Aren't these guys talking about our game like every day?
Yeah, maybe we should. If I didn't love the game so much, I would say maybe we stop talking about it. Yeah, I know.
They don't need to do shit. I even thought of that. I'm like, what do they need to do? It's like they need to
hang out.
They find somewhere.
Even if they don't get a booth, then
they find somewhere in Austin that works for them, and then they take over it and they do their thing for a day, and then they go back to
then don't get a booth. Just start demoing it to people walking by and just come hang out.
If they did, they
would 10 out of 10 crush it.
It's 100. Dude, you and I could have a game that doesn't exist and we'd crush it. It's PAX East.
Yep.
We already
Pin City has done so good for how many years?
Every single time, like you're crazy not to take advantage of a full audience instead of trying to compete for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand why this marketing is falling flat. It's actually, dude, it's like it went from like really letting people know, like, hey man, there's a scene there that exists.
People are receptive of VR.
And then it's gone to like, 3 years in a row. Like, okay, it's like
frustrating almost.
Do you want to go to Germany or PAX West or any of these other conventions and have to literally fight to get people to come to your shit because there's so many people versus PAX East where they're thirsty?
I do have to plug you for a second because you have quite the history in event management. You were an event manager for over a decade at the Mass Mutual Center, did Disney.
Done time.
WWE
Circus,
events.
Name an event.
Name every big brand. You've done the events. You know how to put them on. You know how to run them.
Motley Crue.
If Meta let you coordinate a Meta booth for PAX East and for the Big E, Oh my goodness, you would earn your value
it's
10
weird.
times over.
I thought of
They would crush it at the Big E.
if they had
doing
had
wearables
if
and
they
Quest
had
3s.
just a wearables booth,
Even
not
a Quest 3.
I
say a
know,
Quest 3
I
as
know.
well. Don't
Throw it in there for sugar on top. But
Well,
if
and for the
they-
kids.
if they want to push the wearables hard, that would have been fucking ideal.
I think a meta booth with a Quest 3,
But
3S, because that's their obsession.
They have in-house event, dude.
I think you'd be a good fit for it. I'm
Dude,
just saying.
I tell you, when I looked at the Microsoft was hiring an event,
Yeah, it was like
manager,
100K plus.
it was a lot more than that. I was like, I didn't even apply.
You're scared of getting
I looked at what you're qualified. I actually could apply.
wanna
I
push
probably
over
would
a
have
little
gotten maybe an interview, but I just the sheer salary
Just if
kept me
anyone
away.
from Meta wants to change their life, let you run the coordination of a Meta booth for
Oh,
the
I
Big E,
consult. Yeah,
for the Big E
That'd
and
go
for
to
the Quest
anybody.
3, and you would crush it.
you want consulting for
And
an event?
If anybody
Yeah,
knows anybody at Sony too, send them your way here because we want some Sony stuff.
getting
you know what I'm
married,
saying?
help you with that too,
But
dude. I did a $96,000 wedding. 96,000 fucking.
all right, we'll get through these rest of them
Anyways,
though. This
yeah,
is
I'm
this is what
digressing.
happens to us, you know.
Focus.
So in the world of
I got one that I'm ditching anyway, so it's all good.
I wonder which one that one is.
This one.
Okay, no problem. The world will never know
Nope.
what we just got rid of. So this was a big one too, because it's one that was always better on PlayStation VR2. Well, that's the rumor. I don't have something to confirm that, and the PCVR version was not really up to par. But Hitman World of Assassination has apparently been updated on PCVR to match the PlayStation VR2 edition. So I'll definitely be picking this up in the next week or two. Dude, Hitman is one of my favorite series. I remember playing it as a wee little lad, and Hitman World of Assassination in VR sounds like too much fun. I never touched it on PC VR because I heard how bad the version was, but now it updates it to be on par with the PlayStation version, which Hitman World of Assassination is out on PlayStation 5, and then you get a VR access DLC to play the VR version, which I can even understand just at the development costs that go into a VR version. But, the fact that the PC VR version is now on par, man, IO Interactive is cooking. I'm a huge Hitman fan, and I'm excited to try this out on PC VR. So, there's a lot of games that I want to talk about that we just haven't had a chance to play together to go through, like Zix. I love Zix. If anybody hasn't played Zix yet,
Zix is doing pretty good, man.
go check it out. Highly recommend. One of the better co-op releases of the year. Titan Isles, we got to talk more on too. Titan Isles just
We gotta
dropped
play
last
that
week.
some more too.
Zix and Titan Isles, two really good co-op games back to back. Now Hitman World of Assassination, Unseen Diplomacy 2 coming, Arcanage on the MetaQuest. Let's go. You checked out the Arcanage tutorial as well too.
Finished it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we'll talk more on all this next week. I was really hoping to get to some stuff, but I shouldn't have set
Next
any
week.
expectation until the Biggie's done.
Then to really throw the curveball, the next week after that, I'm gone for
The
Friday,
Garlic
Saturday,
Fest. So we got this
Sunday. Yeah.
1 week real quick to play a fuck ton of VR together. Then you're out again for a couple days, and then it's all over. This is just your busy season of the year. It's like a couple weeks. Biggie and Garlic Fest. Go support Simply Delicious if you want to help a brother live. And let's get through the rest of the news because I could go through this all day like this. But yeah, Hitman World of Assassination now on par on PC VR 2. On par on PC VR to match the PSVR 2 version. Good stuff.
Okay.
This one looks fun.
This one has.
I gotta try
if
it.
they do it right, it's going to be great. You can currently wishlist it. I do not have a price, which is weird because it's coming out October 1st. This game comes from BitPlanet Games, who were the developers of Ultra Wings
One
2.
of the most fun interviews we've ever done. That guy was a gangster.
Love that freaking guy. And
We got to get him back on.
real curious if he's still working on some of the other stuff he said he was working on. But anyways, what I'm actually speaking about
That
today.
mofo's got opinions.
Remember, this comes out this week, the first Super RC. So if you're into remote controlled car racing, this is definitely gonna it looks legit, especially for the indoor racing. It's 1/5 scale remote controlled cars. You can collect, customize, build 3 hours of single player races. Dude, there's also a track creator, a hobby shop for buying and customizing your cars, and a sandbox mode you can play alone or with friends. Online play, 8 players. So,
dude.
I am thinking it's not going to be overly priced. I'll be shocked if it's $20.
Coming out October 1st, it says.
Yep. And when I
Dude.
went to the store, it's just wish list.
Well, definitely wishlist it if you're interested. That stuff helps games so much. That gets some more visibility on the store, and not enough people even know that. Wishlisting is free, and it helps your games that you're looking forward to. So definitely do that.
Chris Stockman.
What a gangster, man. What a good guy.
Yep. So kudos to you on your launch. I cannot
Add
wait
this one
to
to
try
the backlog.
I wish I had already reached out and been like, jingle, jingle, jingle.
I was really hoping this week to talk, like I said, Zix, and also at like Arcanage. I really want to talk those
Just
two.
be
But
more to talk about next week.
yeah, we got a lot to play this next week, and it's going to be hard to pull myself away from Walkabout's closest pup mode. I'm so hooked on it. I'm actually doing good. I don't often do good in Walkabout, man. I'm like beating you sometimes for like 50-50. Dude, some of the games, it's like I think one of us is way in the lead, and then I'll look at the score with like 3 holes left, and I'll be like, it's tied? You know, man, closest pup mode's a good time. Any hoots, though. Super RC sounds like so much fun. We got to catch up with Chris Stockman soon, for sure. So this next one, huge developer, Hideo Kojima. I remember when they teased PT back in the day, which, you know, and I don't need to go down that rabbit hole, but they announced a partnership with Niantic Spatial, which we know Niantic from talking with our good friend Sim. We got to catch up with Sim too as well, because I know they're cooking up good stuff since they've sold Pokemon Go. You don't let go of you don't let go of Pokemon Go unless you want physical cash to do some fun shit. And it's probably stuff like this. So Hideo Kojima is partnering with Niantic Spatial on, I love the way the Upload VR wrote this, ... something. It appears they're doing something related to AR. We don't know yet. It's probably going to be a multiplayer AR game, it looks like. Enough so that even Upload VR's David Heaney, who I said is one of the best journalists in the industry. I have few goals when covering VR news, and that's not to get dunked on by David on social media, because he dunks on people for making mistakes. Only when they're outrageous with their claims. Like, he doesn't do it for casual mistakes, but if I can go my whole VR coverage career and not get dunked on by David, that's a win for me. So, you know, man, if Niantic's partnering with Kojima on something, my man, it's going to be big. So stay tuned for more details on that in the coming months and, you know, maybe the next year or so. But something's in the works between these two. Niantic Spatial, one of the leaders in AR. I mean, they have cash on them right now after selling Pokemon Go. So something's in the works, something big. And I'm excited to see it enter the XR AR industry for sure. XR, mixed reality, VR, AR, they're all cousins, babe. It's all one, you know. Some people get really, like, campy about it, but they're all cousins, you know. They all eat at the same family dinner table, you know.
Alrighty. And moving along.
You can see it's hard for us.
Yeah, I got like legit 6 minutes of my life here left. So Vertigo Games, and I'm going to be talking about Thief VR Legacy of Shadow. Secret. Little is seen, little is known. But they're going live September 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific time to share an in-depth look at their upcoming stealth game.
Ooh.
So that's all
they announced announced an upcoming announcement.
That's all. But yeah, I like the fact they're taking charge of it and like we're going live with it September 30th, 10 a.m. I'm thinking you're going to get a nice little sneak peek of some of the actual gameplay here, build up some hype.
And this isn't any push on you because you're reading from the releases and the articles about it. So I just think it's worth mentioning too, because nobody really gives them credit for here. Maze Theory from Peaky Blinders VR and
developer
Infinite Inside, they're working with Vertigo Games on this. Is a collaboration project, so I think both studios absolutely deserve credit on this one.
They are mentioned right in the next paragraph.
Yeah, well, because Upload does what Upload does, but
it's Henry Stockdale. What do you expect?
One of the best in the industry.
Yeah.
But anywhere that you see this game talked about, people go Vertigo, and it's like Maze Theory's on here too. You know, it's a big thing to me.
And the reason it even starts that way and it's not mentioned in the top paragraph is strictly because the publisher Vertigo
is the one that confirmed it.
At the ones that confirmed it.
Again, that wasn't any slight to you or the article or anything. No.
And it did go right into in Henry's defense, goes right into the next.
I meant
paragraph.
that more of like the consumer discussion, like when people start chattering online about it. I don't see Maze Theory.
So it is coming sometime this year.
Cool stuff. So mindful of your time available, I do have to say this one's a cool one. Now on the upcoming MetaQuest PTC version 81. So version 81 everyone's going to eventually have, but PTC is the public test channel, which you have to be on it to get the Hyperscape app, which we now are scanning a whole bunch of shit. Hugely impressed with Hyperscape. We'll talk more on that soon. I'm going to scan my gym and stuff like that. Now, if you go on to it, in the app section, they separate the MetaLink game. The PCVR games have their own section on there, which to me, I can't help but think that Avalanche is coming. If they're starting to put it into the operating system, like distinguishing, a lot of people say that
the way to get Avalanche to come is to not talk about Avalanche.
Hey, look, a lot of people say that Meta's abandoned PCVR and the Rift store just because it's not really like advertised or like there's not a bunch of new releases. My Meta Rift library is massive from owning Quest games because of the amount of crossplay. I'm sure a lot of people's is the same. They own a bunch of PCVR games and don't even know just because of crossplay. So, yeah, if we ever could see Avalanche, a rumored cloud streaming service, come to MetaQuest, I mean, this is writing on the wall for it. I think that it hasn't come because, like I said earlier, they're going to do something with Microsoft with their cloud servers and ink's drying. Because, like, you have that partnership with Microsoft.
Say they're not doing stuff with more than just Microsoft.
That's true. I just give Microsoft credit because
think of how about if Meta's the hub for Microsoft, and I'll even throw Sony in there.
I give Microsoft credit here that Microsoft probably has the best cloud servers. It feels like for game streaming, like
they've come a long way,
dude. I'm a huge
They're
fan.
Not perfect, but they've come a long way.
I'm a huge fan of cloud gaming. I don't even own an Xbox, and I cloud game through Microsoft servers with their titles. Like, I'll give them credit. I think that's where I would be pushing if I worked for Meta. But hopefully, this means we're seeing Avalanche coming. I'm just saying, I might be a tinfoil hat over here, but Avalanche has been rumored for years. All of a sudden, PCVR gets its own section. I don't know. It's a little weird. Not weird, exciting. That's a better word.
All right. So for Beat Saber fans, yay, me too. And even PC or PlayStation peeps are freaking loving Beat Saber because it still dominates their top 10, even though this news will not affect you. So please find something to do for the next 60 seconds or you're just going to be pissed the hell off. So new Shock Drop just dropped for $1.99.
Great price.
This is probably the first. This is a TikTok hit.
Which it's still an actual
the
song.
name of the song is called Gabriella by
Cat's Eye. Sorry.
I can give it to you to read if you'd like. Gabriella by Cat's Eye. It's a TikTok song. It's viral. Girl group. I know I've heard it. I just it's not jumping. The only song that lately is always everywhere is that anxiety song. So unless it's that one in disguise, but they're calling it Gen Z's take on songs like Dolly Parton's Jolene. That's a lot to say.
That's a big thing to say.
I will 100% go check it out. I check out pretty much almost all of them, and I'll let you know, dude. I mean, I'm guessing I've heard it because you can't not hear it.
Probably one of those ones that's like in the home of TikTok when you open it.
So $1.99, good deal.
You ever hear Miley Cyrus's version of Jolene? So good.
Yeah, it's not. Well, she's Dolly's goddaughter.
Yeah, a lot of people shit on Miley Cyrus. She's talented. Miley Cyrus got some bangers. I'll jam out to Miley Cyrus. Dude, I got no problem with it.
The girl's legit.
Oh yeah,
she's get endorsed by Dolly.
And look at her life in music. Like she's literally engulfed in it since like the womb.
The fact she hasn't OD'd is incredible.
As far as we know, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Don't sue me. She
wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But I'm, like to that level. But I'm saying, I'm saying like that level of fame and stardom push.
She's on Disney at like
she's had
7 years old.
She's had, a lot of ups and downs, but she's
a badass.
She's figured it out. All right, I'm good.
So, for you Valve boys, we didn't get a Deckard, but Valve announced that Steam Link is coming to Pico headsets. It's available on Quest as well. It's like a virtual desktop type thing. And now for Pico fans, which that's, we would own a Pico if we could. We've talked about that before.
No, we can. We just want to do it without having to have like our buddies up, have Ninja Guy be buying us one up in Canada and sending it down.
No, I don't need the feds drop kicking open my door. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Exporting me out.
Yeah. I got so many jokes, not enough time. So, but yes, Steam Link's now available on Pico. And since you dropped your last one, I'll just say this one quick. I almost dropped it just to be even with you, but
No, this is a good one.
Meta has physical stores. They have a permanent one in LA where they sell demo Quest headsets and wearables, their smart glasses, their Ray-Bans, and probably their display glasses soon. They also announced pop-ups in New York City and Las Vegas. All petition for Boston, as it's really one of the most major hubs in the world.
It's like, isn't it like literally where the ships hit the rock that's on the coast there called Plymouth Rock?
And like, it's also like
They
one of the
can't get
most
a
major
store?
cities in the country. Like,
They fucking got the airport right there, man.
pretty sure there's Facebook offices in Boston.
I think there's Facebook offices in every city.
Yeah.
Just don't know them. Because look at the one in Manhattan. You'd never know that was Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, damn.
Yeah, so I
Men
just
in
hope we
black
see a
shit.
Boston one. But yeah, there's a Vegas pop-up coming and a New York pop-up coming. Vegas one's going to open on October 16th. New York one's going to open on November 13th.
Look at the square footage of the New York one.
Okay, we'll check this. The Vegas one's 560 square feet, and the New York one's 5,000.
Yeah.
That's expensive in New York City.
Dude, as a homeowner.
On Fifth Avenue?
That's $1 million home outside of New York City.
On Fifth
5,000
Avenue?
5,000 square feet is ridiculous.
Dude, so come on, where's the Boston one, right? I hate to sound like that, but it's
They're
true.
spending money.
Well, that's all the news, though. Hopefully we see a Boston one. I think that's huge to demo hardware. I do want to say one thing real quick, because I see a lot of people go, how do my Facebook ads know this? Back in February, Facebook dropped this article saying that their AI could now read minds. It could read brain waves with 80% accuracy, transcribe your brain waves into text and images. So if you're ever thinking about something and that shit pops up on your phone, I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure they're using that shit for ads right now, but that's a different, I've just been wanting to say that for months and I always forget. All right, upcoming VR games through the month of October. Like we do every week, we have Laser Matrix coming October 1st to the MetaQuest. As referenced earlier, October 1st getting Super RC. I'm so excited for this next one from our boys over at Fun Train, Douglas Neighbors. Blackgate coming October 2nd to MetaQuest. Support a great developer with them. I'm excited for this next one too, because I wanted it on PCVR forever. I love the name Dick Wild, and there's an E at the end of that. At the end of the Wild. Dick Wild coming October 2nd to the Quest 3. My Monsters coming October 2nd to PCVR and MetaQuest from Brazilian developers as well, so obrigado. Prompt Party coming October 2nd to MetaQuest 3. Star Wars Beyond Victory, a mixed reality playset coming October 2nd to Quest 3. Memoriam, which we tried at Gamescom. Great time with it, coming October 9th to MetaQuest. Dreams of Another coming October 10th to PSVR2. Reach, going to be one of the biggest games of the year, I'm sure. October 16th, PCVR, PSVR2, and MetaQuest. Vex Mage, so excited for that one, published by Fast Travel Games, coming October 16th to MetaQuest. And Site Alexandre, coming October 17th to the MetaQuest.
All right. Then we got, again, Vex Mage, but coming October 21st to PCVR. Trenches VR, October 22nd. PCVR, PSVR2, and Quest going deep on October 22nd. Wanderer, The Fragments of Fate. There you are. October 23rd, PCVR. Maybe. Should be an asterisk. The Amygdala. Amygdala Protocol. The AP coming October 24th on Quest. The Amygdala. Yes. Arcanage coming October 30th. Woo-hoo. Quest 3. Sorry, Quest 2. Little Planet October 30th on Quest. By Grit Alone coming October 2025. Who knows? PCVR. Chaos Method October 2025. Unknown date. PSVR2. Darts VR Bullseye. Man, they're aggressive. Sometime in October, but they're hitting it all. PCVR, Pico, PSVR2, and Quest.
Damn.
Drop Dead the Cabin. They're going to crush it. October 2025 on PCVR. Scared by Squares. October 2025.
Love the name.
PCVR and Quest. Run from the Nerds. The Phoenix Gene. That's not what it's about. The Phoenix Gene. October 2025. PCVR and Zero Caliber Remastered. Coming October sometime 2025 to PSVR 2. Another one I'll play.
So happy you don't have to say SCP blah 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 blah
It's
anymore.
in the wild.
Also, lastly, a game that was on our showcase earlier this year. Legend of Legends did come out like a week or two ago. So it's on MetaQuest 2 and 3. The Legend of Legends, Orbs of Power. Looked really fun. It's from a small team. So go support them. $14.99 on the MetaQuest store. If you're curious about them, check out our trailer or their trailer from it on our last showcase. And yeah, definitely go from Jack in the Box Productions. Go support. I love supporting indie devs. That's why we do our showcase for free. Don't
It's like
charge
supporting
devs.
small business.
Yes. And Scared by Square is actually posted in our Discord last week. So that was brownie points for them there.
I know
So-
it's not about.
No,
Nerd-
but
nerds
dude, come on.
coming, yeah.
Too good of a joke to not make.
Yeah, like you're the jock, but the nerds are beating on you.
November 1st, Ruffathon, 9 a.m. Eastern time it starts. Stay tuned for full schedule and the studios participating. Stay tuned for the goals that we want to hit fundraising wise, but the studio's happening no matter what. So if you want to support us, love you. If you want to just enjoy the show, love you still. If you don't want either, you just want to listen, love you still. But, would appreciate it if you support. Ruff Talk VR Gaming Showcase, December 13th. If you're a studio interested in participating or sponsoring either event, fill out the link in our show notes. Check out our Patreon. Check out our Discord server. Code word Ruff Talk VR at checkout on MetaQuest for games and apps. 10%. Help support us as well. We hope you all have a great week. Hope you still enjoyed this little shorter, rushed episode, but I still think we went about an hour. What can we do? And we hope everybody has a great week. Sorry, no community hangout this week. We got to finish up the Big E. Well, Travis, my dad over here, has to. Go support him there. Simply Diplicious. Garlic Festival coming up in Bethlehem, Connecticut, right? Yep. And so if you're in that area, pop in there. Who doesn't love some garlic? And stay tuned for many thoughts on games that we've been backlogged on, including great games like Arcan Age, great games like Zix. Go support them. Great games like Titan Isles. Go support them. John Hibbins is a badass. And I hope you all have a great week. Ciao, ciao.